level.
Yeah.
Have you seen that too?
Yeah, just even more of a leader. The games, just having all that experience, 15 games under his belt. The game has really slowed down for him, and playing just very precise, in everything that he's doing. And he's playing multiple positions right now and can do it all at a really high level. And so it helps create some depth there, so that somebody gets banged up, he can do more than one thing. But been really pleased with Jamie and his leadership and how he's playing right now.
Now starting year 2, removed from his red shirt, are you happy with the strides that KJ is making it?
Yeah, he's put on, again, just leaned up even more, and just put on the right kind of size and strength, and the experience for him was great, and we spent a lot of time in the month that we had to really look at the things that we didn't do well as a defense, and even when we might have made the play, how can we make it better? And there's so much of that. Because if you looked at just the end result, we played really good defense, but there's so much that we can be better at. And I can't say that enough. And with our footwork and our pad level and our eyes and just striking and knocking people back, and really, our challenge to our defense as a whole. Of course, we've got a lot of work to do with our back seven, a lot. And then up front, reestablishing ourselves, from a defensive line standpoint. And we need to be able to overwhelm people, and we need to be able to knock people back. And when the game's on the line, that's a group we need to hang our hat on. So the challenge has been made, and a lot of work to do to get to that point where you feel like we can, again, go overwhelm people. And it starts with attitude, and it's fundamentals, and it's being physical.
How to that back seven, is Landon Zanders one of the guys you're looking towards to make that step up?
Yeah, he has to. You just can't find guys off the street. He's a guy with I say that, he's got to be a guy. That group of guys, they got to come through and feel great about him. Coach Kahn's done a great job of getting them to a point where they can go compete, know what to do, but the skill set is there. We've got, again, length and instincts and good speed. Guys can cover. We feel like we've got good range, so we're not limited in what we can do in the back end. And again, a group of guys that are very coachable. They put in a lot of work so far. Up to this point, they've showed a willingness to. You got to work on your craft on your own too. We only get so much time. So we can't want the success for them more than they want it for themselves. And so there's a if you're about the right stuff, you'll do whatever it takes. And so far it's been a group of guys that are, very willing to put the time in, because you got to put the time in. You can't just show up and by osmosis become a good player. You got to really grind, and it's got to go well beyond the practice field, the weight room and the film room and all the extras, and just making good decisions socially. All those things play a part into that, and we've been blessed. For the most part, to have guys that haven't been distracted and that are willing to put the work in and again, stick to it. When success doesn't happen right away, you have a bad day, and come back and fight harder, and that's what it's all about. And the guys that can do that, the teams that can do that, at the end of the spring, at the end of the summer, you're going to have a chance to win a bunch of games. So that's leadership, that's finding a role, that's finding an identity, and all those kind of things. Right now, we're really just trying to get better at the fundamentals, understanding what we do. We're rolling a lot of guys in and out at all three levels, and chemistry and cohesion and the reestablishment, if you will, that will take place over time. It's I don't anticipate annoying anybody by the end of the spring. To be honest, it's a process, and it's a commitment, and it's consistency. But it's exciting. Like I said, it's a really, again, talented group of guys that have a humility about them, and so far seems to have a toughness about them, because it's tough what we ask them to do.
How about Xavier's progression?
Xavier Thomas? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, he seems to be playing faster. Again, it's just so hard. Today was our first day of really live work, you know, and it's still situational. So, first down, whatever they get, and then you go first down again, and whatever they get, you're really trying to hold people under 4 yards, having an awareness about, defensively, if you hold them under 4 yards, per play, you're going to be a top 5 defense in the country. and that's outstanding defense. And so really trying to get them to focus on 1st and 10 or P and 10 situations, and you know, it matters. They catch a stick route, you know, you hit them at 3 and then they fall forward for 5. You know, I stink as a defensive coordinator on 2nd and 5, and getting them to understand how hard it is to play good defense on 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5 all day. And, you know, it makes a big difference. 3rd and 1's a heck of a lot different than 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. Or 3rd and 5 is different than 3rd and 9. And so anyway, to answer your question about Xavier, you know, then we have all 3rd and 10s, you know, then it's all 3rd and 1s. We want to see what guys can do, you know, within the flow, but he's done good. He's done well. You know, he's playing fast and playing physical, and you know, playing within the confines of the defense, and doing all the little things that we're asking him to do so far.
Going back to Mike Jones, what do y'all specifically like about his skill set?
He's got twitch. He's physical. He's got good top end speed. You know, good linear speed. But he's got good quickness too. He's got a savviness about him. He understands football. His dad played in the NFL for a good long while, and so he's got good bloodlines. And sometimes that translates, sometimes it doesn't. You know, but he's got a good football IQ. He's got tremendous pride. He's super coachable. He pays attention. He's got a humility about him. So, you know, he didn't have his lip stuck out, you know, watching Isaiah play in front of him. He tried to learn and be a sponge. He admired and respected Isaiah. And sure, he wanted his time, but he really valued having an opportunity to learn from Isaiah. And he's a great teammate, and a really good student, and you know, he's a very committed guy. And he's a hard worker. You know, got a fabulous work ethic, and so. And again, so far, it's looked really good.
How hard was that LSU game to get over, and where did that offense rank in terms of?
You know, the execution, the precision that they force you to play with. You know, you gotta make plays. You gotta, if you make mistakes when you play against really good, explosive people, they'll make you pay. And mistakes as a play caller, mistakes in a leverage, mistakes situationally, 3rd and 19. You know, we played great in the red zone all year and had our worst game. You know, just made too many critical errors, and again, they made us pay, you know, for some critical red zone mistakes. And so that's painful when you know, again, and our guys played really hard, and we played really well in some spots, and in a lot of spots. But the explosive plays, I think we had 5 plays that we gave up on missed tackles, you know, and that was a season high for explosive plays on missed tackles. But they executed, you know, out-executed us in some other spots, and you know, again, just I'm stating the obvious in some of this, but it's very painful to get there and come up short. You know, those opportunities. It may never happen again, you know. That's the reality, and so you never take that for granted. That's first and foremost, and how incredibly hard and fortunate you have to be to get there. And you know, you felt like you're good enough. You certainly weren't good enough on that night. The better team won, and but I'm super proud of our guys and our football team. You know, I've played in plenty of games where you're not, you know, as proud as you'd like to be, and you know, I'm very, very proud of our guys and for the effort that they put into it. And you know, we had some opportunities in the game, and we just, you know, we couldn't flip it when we needed to, you know, as a team. And you gotta be able to help each other, you know, and we just, you know, again, momentum, you know, 3rd and 19. 3rd and 10 in the 3rd quarter, you know, it gets on the screen, and we come underneath the block instead of outside, and up the sideline it goes. And just one of those nights when we, you know, for all the good that we did, we were on the wrong side of it against a really, really hot team.